Turning now to campaign 2016, Massachusetts is among at least 3 states that were added to the small but growing list of places to allow recreational pot. Governor Charlie Baker, who opposed the ballot question, says he has a long to-do list associated with implementing the new law.
With the new measure going into effect next month, Baker wants to assure that public health and safety issues are addressed. And tonight I sat down with our Eyewitness News law enforcement analyst, former State Police Colonel Stephen O'Donnell, to see how the Bay State's decision will impact Rhode Islanders. On Tuesday, Massachusetts voters approved recreational marijuana. Starting December 15th, residents 21 years and older can possess, use, and purchase 1 ounce or less of pot.
I think when you hear the word legal, you might think it's okay. And those are the things I think it has to be a huge amount of public education in that state and the other states that it passed.
Eyewitness News law enforcement analyst, former State Police Colonel Stephen O'Donnell says it's still illegal to drive under the influence, which could affect roadways not only in Massachusetts, but also in neighboring Rhode Island. If someone's driving while high, is there any field sobriety test for that?
Well, there is. They're called drug recognition experts. There are certain troopers and police officers that they call them DREs. They've been to school, they're well trained. They can recognize different symptoms of what narcotic you have in your system, but they're not everybody's trained that way. It's expensive training. They have to travel to another part of the country, train for 2 weeks, and do retraining.
It's not until January of 2018 when retail shops can open for business in Massachusetts. That leaves a legal gray area of 13 months where there is no way to regulate how people buy marijuana, leaving law enforcement in a tough spot, especially in nearby states where recreational use is still illegal.
No policeman wants to waste time locking someone up for a small amount of marijuana, put them in the system, and if they go to jail for something like that. There has to be a better way of making sure that the drugs are off the street.
O'Donnell says he agrees with Governor Gina Raimondo that the state should wait before quickly legalizing recreational marijuana. Now, coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 10 and 11, we hear O'Donnell's suggestion on what Rhode Island should do if the state should ever decide to take it up.